healer Ibn-Hakia in the opera about a week and a half ago. So I'm entering late in the process, so I will not be memorized or too great on the language, but I will do my best.
Tell them who this, say the character's name again.
Ibn-Hakia. He's a healer. He is a Islamic healer that the king brings in to try to cure his daughter's blindness. And he really tells the king that there's no way he'll be able to do it unless he tells the daughter of her situation. There's no way to cure her unless she opens her mind. And the king just writes him off and says, well then, if you can't promise me that you are going to be able to heal her, I will never tell her. So he says, well, that's your decision, you're the powerful leader, but first hear me out. And he gives him a little speech, which it doesn't say arioso, but it feels like an arioso. It just says, it's part of the conversation. Andante con moto.
It emerges from the duet, the dialogue, right? Great. Let's hear it.
The aria when you're not looking at the music.
You know, I have to say, I wouldn't call that an audience pleaser kind of aria, but I enjoyed watching you do it, even though you were kind of looking at it. It's a beautiful voice, too. This one inspires the imagination, I think. Is the Russian the same as a normal Russian? Like, is there anything exotic about it since he's from another place?
It's the same, consistently the same language.
Because there's an exotic feel. Kind of like a mantra.
Yeah, he's
like,
a Moor, yeah.
Like he's already doing the healing. Da, da, dee, da. And even listening to it, it reminds me of The Simpleton in Boris Godunov. There's this kind of spell spoken by maybe someone not a king, not a ruler, on the lower level, but he knows the truth. So you're actually in a superior position to the king, which is a really neat thing to be doing with that, I think.
Sure.
So he knows the truth. He knows how to heal this girl, but he's confronting. The music becomes insistent because you're not going to back down from the truth, even though he's a king. And I think you're going with that, and actually you probably have a more beautiful sound than what's required for this kind of aria. But we'll go with that. We're happy to hear it.
We'll take it.
Yeah. You really, I have to say, Jose, you agree, he was very clear in the recit part. It was so easy to follow. Is there any point, do you think, that you're, when you're appealing to the conscience of the king, are you ever on the verge of infuriating him too?
Not directly, I don't think. I think what he's saying could be very infuriating, but I don't think he's trying to. He's trying to really explain to him the way he feels, and then it's take it or leave it. You know, I don't think he's really trying to push the king in any direction. He's just, this is the way it is.
This is the truth.
Yeah.
So, and you're the healer. There is a structure to it. Jose, would you play the harmonies that keep going back and forth? Just the B minor. But without the accompaniment, just play the chord, and then play the next one. Keep going. See, there's like a trance in that. And it never stops, no matter what he puts on top of it in the orchestration. It just pulls us to that possible healing. And the piece, it does end up that you do heal her.
Right.
Oddly enough, because the king frightens her so much into, I think, if she doesn't get better, then Vaudemont will be executed because he told her about not being able to see. So you take her off and she's probably like, oh my God, I have to see within an hour. The person I just fell in love with is going to be executed. That would make anyone see. So, but in any case, there's a magical spell in this music. There also, what I find interesting is that it's in 3/2. 3/2 is not the most common meter. It really means there are 6 beats in a bar, which is already an odd number in terms of music. It almost feels like the bar should end, but you add 2 beats every time. In your little phrases, these little bursts, there's always a piano, più forte, right?
Mm-hmm.
Show us where each one begins again by pulling back to that piano.
Okay.
So you also create this mantra effect. We're doing it with harmony, but you do it, and then you do it.
Yeah.
These little bursts. So can we start from the aria proper? And put into that beauty of your sound something a little more, even you're going to heal the king. Something a little otherworldly. Do the end and make that note, make us all wonder if it will ever stop.
Okay.
And the king, oh God, it just made him crazy. That was a wonderful climax because when you pull back and then do it, it's not unlike a Rossini effect, this thing, and then you pull back. And it really, when you went up to that F sharp, it was chills. Let's do the very bottom phrase of 73 and do something more with that last note. It's one of those notes that is infinity. The king standing